welcome again to my channel Organic and Hydroponic Urban Grow Pro. Friends, today in this video we are going to talk about growing an elephant foot yam into a hydroponic system. The first question arises, can we grow elephant foot yam into a hydroponic system? So we don't know the exact answer as of now, but we have a successful growing of ginger, turmeric and even purple yam into our hydroponic system, which is based on the media like coco peat. So we are hopeful to grow elephant foot yam successfully into the hydroponic system. This year we are conducting a trial to grow the elephant foot yam into hydroponic system, and we'll see how better growth we are getting into the hydroponic system. So in this video I am going to discuss in detail about what type of growing system we should select, what are the planting distance we should maintain, what is the care we should take before sowing, and what type of fertilizer application we do for the growing it better. We are also going to take stock about some of the special characteristics of this elephant foot yam for growing it successfully. All that information I am going to share in this video in detail. So to know everything in detail, please stay connected to the video till the end. Let's start this video. Friends, elephant foot yam can be grown from its all season tuber. So when we plant the small size of the all season tuber, it will take of growing of the full season and grow it to the 4 to 6 times of its original size or weight. So whenever we plant elephant foot yam, we must select the tuber which is good in size and healthy, so that we can get the good tuber size at the harvest. Here you can see these are all our elephant foot yam tuber seed. These seeds we have already started sprouting or germination. This is specifically required for the right germination of the elephant foot yam into either soil or into the hydroponic media. Now this pre-germination we have done, and I will show you that how the germination has happened. So here I will show you, this is the all season tuber and here is the sprout. This sprout we can get with arranging these tubers in a vertically up position and then sprinkle regularly with the water. So whenever the humid condition develop with the heat, this tuber will start sprouting. This tuber naturally sprout into month of April or May in our area. So we are selecting the April month for the sowing. So we get the natural advantage of sprouting also. Now once this tuber is sprouted, we must prepare this tuber for the sowing. For that I show you something which we need to do before planting them. So for that I am taking one tuber from here to show you exactly what we need to do. Now here you can see this tuber and you can see the 3 of the sprout are there. Now if we let all the sprout to develop, it will develop the 3 plant from the 1 tuber. So all the 3 plant will not be that strong, maybe little weak. So what we can do, we can remove this sprout, keeping one which is very healthy. So we are removing all the sprout except one which is very healthy. So this will ensure our tuber growth into the only one plant. So all the energy of this tuber will go to this plant and this plant become the strong. So this action we need to do in each of the tuber. Once we do this, our tuber is ready for the sowing. Now we can directly sow this into our media, or we can treat them with any fungicide so that our tuber will not get rotten while it is sprouting. So this is the basic preparation. Now we can talk about the planting distance. We are going to plant this tuber into coco peat base grow beds. These beds are around 1.5 feet wide and 30 feet long. Now for planting tuber, first we must understand the special characteristics of the tuber growth into the elephant foot yam. So I will explain you how the elephant foot yam grows. So when we sow any tuber into the media or the soil, it will develop the shoot. That shoot will result into the one plant with the one stem and one leaf. That leaf will take all the juices from the old tuber and grow. At the same time, it will develop the root system also. So more stronger the initial growth, the more stronger will be the plant. After 1.5 to 2 months, the plant will develop another leaf from the bottom. That leaf will grow at least 1.5 to 2 times the original plant. That is our second leaf and the second stem. That is going to give us the new tuber. So that leaf will develop for another 1.5 to 2 months and get to the mature state. When it reaches the mature state and the condition changes to the colder condition, it will start flowing all the sap or the juices to the bottom again to the root zone. And that juices will develop our new tuber at the bottom. So this is the way the elephant foot yam finishes cycle into only 2 stem and 2 leaf for the whole cycle. So it is best to nourish both the shoots well to get the good size of the tuber at the end. Now another characteristic we must take into account before deciding for the distance. So whenever the first shoot grows, we take the juices from the old season tuber and old season tuber will be melted down. The new tuber when developed, it is developing on the top of the old season tuber. So the new tuber will be developing above this. So now we need to give enough space for the second tuber to grow to its maximum potential. Now as I have said you, the tuber will develop 4 to 6 times of its original size or weight. So first we need to take into account the original tuber size. So here the tuber size we have selected is around 50 to 60 gram. Now this tuber is around 2 inch into width and around little above 1 inch, 1.5 inch up to into the height. So what we need to do, we need to allow him at least 4 to 6 times space across. So into 2 inch we must allow 12 inch distance for the tuber growth around the periphery. Also we need to give some more space for the root zone development. Same way for the height, it is around 1.5 inch. So we must provide at least 8 to 9 inch of the height for the height of the tuber growth. So here our system is around 1.5 feet wide. So we can plant them tuber at 1 foot distance. And this height of this tray is 10 inch. Here we have filled the coco peat up to 9 inch. So this is just enough height for growing the tuber. But you can use the deeper tray or the deeper grow bag, it will be better. Here we have the limited space, so we are going to try into this space only. Now we have put the line to line distance around 1 foot and plant to plant distance around 1 foot. But we will make it the zigzag pattern. So diagonal distance we are going to get around 1 foot and 4 inch, which will be good enough for the hydroponic system. Because in hydroponic system, we are not going to fight for the nutrition. We are only need to allow for the tuber growth. So what we'll do, first we will arrange the tuber like this. You can see the pattern of the tuber. So this will give the good enough space to tuber, and then we can sow this. Now as I said, the tuber is, first we need to make it to the single sprout, treat it with the anti-fungicide and simply sow this into the coco peat. Sowing process is very simple. Here our tray is 9 inch, so we need to dig the coco peat up to bottom. So we'll dig the hole up to bottom. This will place the tuber at the bottom, so it will get the maximum area above for new growing. So we have placed this tuber on the bottom, and above this around 7 to 8 inch is the coco peat height. What we'll do later on, once the second leaf is stable coming out, we'll add some more coco peat media so that it will have a good coverage for the tuber for its growth. So this is a simple way we can sow this. Now you can see that we have kept this coco peat very well moist. This condition we have ensured that up to the sprouting we don't require give any water, and even we are not going to give any fertilizer. Now talking about fertilizer, we'll start giving fertilizer once the leaf is start opening. Then initially we are going to give it a high nitrogen formula for good plant development. That will develop our first leaf very well. Then after, just before the starting of the development of the second leaf, we will switch over to the formula which is high in phosphorus. That will develop a good base for new tuber development at the base, and the second leaf will start with that formula. Once the second leaf is mature and the cold days are coming out, just before that we will switch over to the high potash formula, so that whatever the tuber is set on the bottom will get the maximum nourishment and will get the good amount of the harvest due to the potash. So this is the care we should take into the hydroponic formula for the elephant foot yam. I will explain you detail about the formula when we start giving the fertigation. But right now we are only going to focus on the sowing of this all the tuber into this tray and start its germination process. So friends, if you are also interested in growing elephant foot yam at your home with the hydroponic system, you can either arrange grow bags or the grow bed, and with the cocoa peat media you can start sowing the seed tuber into your system. Now if you don't get the seed tuber, you can purchase from market the normal tuber and cut it to the 80 to 100 gram pieces. Let it dry for the day or two and then start giving moisture, so it will sprout, taking a sprout out. And if you are sowing it into the month of April or May, which is the natural month of the moisture, then it will sprout automatically. Once it starts sprouting, you can select one good sprout and sow it and start growing your elephant foot yam. So friends, this is all about an experiment of the elephant foot yam sowing into the hydroponic system. Now here we are also going to do one experiment, that we have controlled the weight of the tuber what we are going to sow. So here is the average weight of 50 to 60 gram, and such tubers we are going to sow around 30 into the number. So we have total weight of the 1.6 to 1.8 kg which we are going to put in, and at the time of harvest we are going to see what type of harvest we are going to get from these tubers. But right now we are just going to complete our sowing work. So you also plan for sowing your elephant foot yam into your home garden, and at the end of 7 to 8 month growing season, get the maximum harvest of the new elephant foot yam tuber and enjoy. Happy growing!